More on the Thunder and the Warriors. Kerry Keating, you know him as the former coach over at Santa Clara. He was an assistant at UCLA, and the guy responsible for getting Russell Westbrook to wear the Bruin colors. He's here to kind of give us the idea of just how tough Westbrook is. What kind of competitor is he, first of all?
Ultimate. At anything, he'd be competitive. And I think that's the one thing that drew me to him as someone that would be a great fit for us at UCLA. And the competitive coach that Ben Howland was ended up being a great fit for us, helping us get back to the Final Four. And obviously what Russell has done, parlaying that ability into being one of the best players on the planet now in the NBA, it makes me happy to know that he can make it that far and to had a little hand in it.
Yeah, not everyone thought he'd be an NBA guy, but he's an NBA guy. All right, so how do you slow him down? When he is on a roll, what can the Warriors do best?
Well, Kalena made a good point. If you can get that help, the helper, situation, I think if they can sucker him into maybe getting Waiters and Roberson more involved, and Kalena talked about helping to, or getting him to the help where there's a lot of bodies over there. I think that may be exactly the opposite of what they need to do, to be honest with you. We played Billy Donovan when I was at UCLA in 2006, 2007. He had two bigs, and Joakim Noah, Al Horford, played a lot of middle ball screen stuff, put us in situations where they went to the weak side, and it hurt us. I think in this case now, at the NBA level, you have guys that can make a lot of plays. Oklahoma City, tremendous rebounding team. Let the weak guys try to beat you. Maybe sucker Russell into taking those mid-range shots that can come in volumes and keep it out of KD's hands.
You know, before every series, the teams meet with the media, and we had something come from Russell Westbrook when it comes to guarding Steph Curry and knowing him. Here's what he says. He's a shooter. He's not nothing I haven't seen. Him, Lillard, guys like that can shoot the basketball from 4 or 5 feet behind the three. You've got to do a little different job, but just be physical. What's more important for Russell Westbrook this series? The way he approaches it offensively or the way he approaches the Warriors defensively?
Not just how his approach is defensively, Jim, but I think his approach defensively off the ball. We know the Warriors have a propensity for moving the ball, moving Steph around, a lot of screens, a lot of false motion, but motion is going to get him the ball back. Westbrook has a tendency sometimes to fall asleep off the ball, and if he's not dialed in, getting Steph on, then off, then back on, you can find Russell in some tough spots that can get Steph some more open shots.
Can he overtake a Thunder offense? And we hear it shoot a team out of things. Can he maybe get it out of KD's hands? Is he the only guy who can get it out of KD's hands?
Probably. You know? He might be.
That's going to be tough. Now, Billy Donovan, you mentioned. Mm-hmm. What do we know of Billy Donovan? Now that he's in an NBA situation, this isn't like in college basketball. It's one and done, one and you're out. And he's won championships.
Yeah.
Here you have to game plan against one team, the defending champs, maybe 7 times. What do we know of his ability to do that?
The winningest rookie coach so far coming from college to the NBA. I grew up with him on the same street back in Long Island. Shout out to Rockville Center and Harvard Avenue. A little bit of a guy that I look up to and have tremendous respect for. And he beat us twice in his 2 championships when I was at UCLA. He's a tinker. He appreciates the game. He's very humble. And he makes a great connection with the players. Did a great job with that at Florida. And he called me back last summer specifically about Russell and wanted to know right away. And here's who am I? I'm just a friend from back home, but he knows I recruited and have a relationship with Russell. What can I do to get through to make Russell better? So even for him to do that before he even stepped foot in the practice floor told me he was ready to have a successful year. I think you're going to see a great chess match between Billy and Steve. A lot of respect there. And for what Billy just got accomplished against one of the all-time greats and Coach Popovich, I know Steve thinks he's up against it for sure.
Well, that's right. He took down one guy. Now he goes up against the defending NBA champion and the Coach of the Year, and Steve Kerr. It's interesting because the Warriors are known for a lineup that can go small and give havoc to another team. But Billy Donovan has a lineup that can go large. Is this going to be a battle of big versus small and who wins the day?
He likes Adams and Cantor at the same time, and that's helped their rebounding prowess. Adams can really move. You heard Coach St. Jean talk about before how Steph likes the switches. Steph likes the big guys on him. You saw at the end of that game in the series against the Spurs, Adams guarding 5 different guys at a time. He's really, really mobile for a big guy. They may be switching earlier than you think with Adams on Steph if he keeps the ball in his hands in the middle of the floor when they're playing big to put Adams away from the ball and guard Steph. And then we'll see if Steph can take advantage of that beyond 3 and maybe even get by him. But Billy likes to play with those bigs, like I mentioned, in 06, 07. He had Horford, he had Noah, 2 national championships in Florida. Now he's playing with 2 bigs, although the 2 guards they have are pretty good too, in KD and Russell. But those 2 bigs have been a huge key for them and obviously will be moving forward.
I have about 20 seconds. How important is game 1 as a tone setter for a series, or can we put too much pressure on that one?
Well, it's huge because it's a Warriors home game. And obviously home court advantage advantage. In this series, more than any other, may be big because you have two environments that are just like college environments in Chesapeake Arena and obviously here at Oracle. So I think you're going to see a tremendous series, the heavyweight battle, two coaches going at it. Game one is huge, and I know a lot of Warriors fans a little uneasy about it. There's some unrest there for sure. This could be a tough one for the Warriors.
This is a unique breakdown from Kerry Keating. Knows Russell Westbrook very well. It's going to be fun watching what I hope is going to be a 7-game series. That's the best way to do it. Let's do it again real soon, Coach.
Thanks,
we
Jim.
appreciate that.